how's the day going? I said, we sparking it off. What I'm doing, I'm making me a little morning smoothie so I can spark up my morning. It's a beautiful day too, so welcome to the show. Yeah, we got a lot of crazy news out there today, and I want to talk about some of it. We got a Monique interview that is currently going super viral right now. We also got the scenario. I got my boy Tyrese going crazy, talking like he want to be white. I'm like, Mexican and all this. It's like, what is this dude talking about? How you want to be Mexican? We brothers. We black motherfucker nigga. You stupid. But that's your business. He said, oh, he grew up around Mexicans in California. So maybe that's why he want to be white. I said, boy, Mexican. I said, boy, you was a whole lame. The problem is you dark skinned and you hate your skin. And so anything light, you want to be it. This Tyrese, man, something wrong with that guy, man. I don't know what's up with people. I ain't even somebody's judge. It's just like, huh? Like, what is wrong with people, man? So I'm trying to see if I could get to that video real quick so we could talk about that, because this dude, he got problems. I don't understand somebody wanting to be somebody that they ain't no way, because at the end of the day, you stuck like this, because that's the one thing God did when he hit all of us with our colors. He made all of us stuck like this. That's a fact. None of us can get out of our color and our scheme that God put us in. We all stuck like this. So for me, it's about you better be happy. You better start figuring out a way to be comfortable in your skin instead of being stupid, feeling like you shouldn't be who you are because you can't change this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing actually to be black. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear what he had to say. That's really the funny thing. If you hear it right from the horse's mouth, it'll give you a synopsis of what they was talking about. Let me show you that HoodFilms t-shirt too. This is the brand. I had on black yesterday. We got HoodFilms t-shirts, all this shit. So I'm trying to get to him talking this smack on here so you can hear him actually saying it. Application around blacks and Mexicans in Watts, South Central LA. That's see that? And some of y'all what the hell do that mean? But I'm a grunt. I can read the same scriptures. You've been celebrating Black History. This dude a mental case. It's Black History Month. Now you don't know it's Black History. It's black as you is. You don't know. Right? It's like writing. It's like the Bible. We all can read the same scriptures and Bible verses, but our takeaways vary differently. So I want to go ahead and say, first of all, none of the comments that y'all wrote, nothing that was said, I'm not offended, I'm not mad. Misunderstood, but I'm not mad. Because when you put some shit out there like that, clown, super clown, pointed out the time, like, damn, man, Black History Month, but I do want to clarify something. And some of y'all might be pissed off, but I'm a grown ass man, and this is what I feel. Self-hatred, man. You hearing it? To understand my history is to know that I literally grew up around blacks and Mexicans in Watts. Wish you could be one of the Central LA. That's one. Number two, okay, they love to put black and brown people against each other. Okay? They ain't nobody put nobody against each other. What the hell are you talking about? They love to put us against other communities. We're all doing the same thing, man. Todd, you contradict. Nobody is even saying that somebody's against each other. This is like somebody gaslighting a situation that he created. Who the fuck is against somebody? You want to be somebody. That don't mean somebody's against them because they say you crazy. We love everybody. We love ourselves. So why would we want to be somebody else? We don't even want somebody else to be us. We want everybody to love themselves. So let's leave what you got to say. And now we're on a whole nother level. Singers, rappers, actors, producers, directors, filmmakers. The door is open now. I was just basically really just giving love to say we're all trying to be successful. Our culture, our tribe, our people.
All this empty rhetoric, man. This guy's stupid.
When you look at their approach and their commitment to family.
So basically, he's just on a Black History Month. He throwing all the black people under the bus, saying that other cultures love family more than us. That is so fucking crazy. Like, what is this guy saying? It don't matter that other people do what they do. We've been in America for hundreds of years. Could you imagine? Hundreds of fucking years. So what kind of families wouldn't exist if we wasn't here? We've been here. This guy's dumb. He actually don't know himself, and then he believes that his melanin is against him. And when you think about that, some people think that just being black is beautiful, but he has made millions of dollars from being a black, dark-skinned guy who can also sing and be an artist and be an entertainer. If that ain't good enough for this dude, smack the hell out of you. Smack the hell out of you, boy. All right, let's listen to him talk.
Y'all ever heard of the Sabbath dinners, right?
Now you want to be Jewish. 5 seconds later.
The Jewish community, it's almost like a particular mandate that every Friday they do a dinner. I don't want to get into war.
See, you know where he headed with this. Now he gonna be saying LGBT people, when they have 2 mamas and a baby, they always got their family together. They just got legalized 5 years ago, but he gonna talk about this been going on since back in the day. Well, listen, if you hear this dude, man, people like him, they give the money to the idiots. They give the millions to the dummies.
And I said that I would, sometimes I wish I was born in the Latin community, not because I want to be Latin, dumbass.
Then what?
Inspired by everything that they do pertaining to family and structure.
He's sick, man.
And how it doesn't matter what random odd job and hustle.
First.
Whether you're an actual U.S. citizen or you're an immigrant that some way got here in the country, you
see the sick psychology? So he's comparing people that come to the country on their own. And people say they actually fled the country they from. So whatever the situation was in your country, it was bad. It wasn't good. So your family, probably before you or older than you, growner than you, decided, let's get the hell out of here. And they came to America for what's called the American dream, right? Black people didn't have that option. They picked us up, brought us here, took our last names, took our culture, took our families, took everything from us, trapped us in a psychology that they have was colonialism. Now, most black people hate each other. If we see other black people, we don't like each other. So he want to escape the blackness. The money that he has does not allow him to escape the blackness. Everywhere he go, he's still a dark-skinned black man. So he's saying, man, if I could just be Mexican, if I could just be a Jewish person, how can I escape this blackness? Because for him, it's no way to escape that melanin in his, it's always been bad. Girls doesn't like him. They called him black and ugly. People disrespected him. They probably talk shit to him in the comments. It's uncomfortable being black. But you stuck like this, just like the other cultures are stuck like they. It's probably people in the Hispanic culture that don't fucking want to be Hispanic. It's probably people in the Jewish culture that don't want to fucking be Jewish. But they can't change it. And they definitely ain't putting no videos up talking about it. So let's let them finish.
Are working your ass off and helping your family. Your grandparents still live with you, your mom, your dad, and that's a very general blanket statement.
Yeah, because most times in a black culture, your grandparents don't stay with you because they don't give jobs to black people. So you'll go all your damn life and probably won't have a good job. But in a Mexican or Hispanic culture, if one person get a job, he's going to get a job for another person. He's going to help another person in the job. If the grandmother get an opportunity, she's going to tell the aunties about this opportunity. They're going to start a thing that they're going to, even in the jobs, the white people will let them bring the grandmother to work. The white people will let them hire their nephew and cousin. They don't do that in the black culture. Anybody in the black culture in the comment section, let me know somebody that you got a job, that you was able to get a job. They don't do that in the black culture. You can go to jobs and see a Mexican person working with his wife at the same career, the same job. They don't do that in the black culture. So stop the fronting. Stop the fronting. Smack this nigga Tyrese. Let's go.
But they will all live in the same house. And then you'll see one person at the time leaving the nest. But they built it together. People shit about the Jewish community, but long before the war.
Middle case.
Think about it, man.
Banana necks.
They have a structure. They have an infrastructure. They have something that they are doing every week. Conversations, building.
He hate. That's called self-hate in Black History Month, y'all.
Hollywood, movies, music, and it's not even many. It's not really that many Jews when you think about it compared to black people.
Man, that's self-hate, man. Some people just don't like who they are. And really, it started as a child, man. They was telling him he was ugly as a kid. So one day when he was able to make that money, the money can't make him escape. So he's trying to figure out a way out. So let's see how it work out.
So you ask yourself, do we have a problem
With the greens. Then we got the blackberries.
in general? Or do we have a problem because they actually got their shit together? Lawyers, managers, agents, running studios, executives of studios, they have made a commitment.
Man, the boy is delusional. So since the beginning of history, it's been a system of trying to block black people and stopping black people from getting inside things to build themselves up. Whatever it is, you got history of white people coming to towns, burning it down. History of white people coming to neighborhoods, burning it into water. And it's rivers and shit and lakes in that area today. So he's talking about cultures that didn't go through that. They went through stuff outside of America, and then they came to America. And inside America, they probably got together in their groups and said, this won't happen to us what happened to us back in our home. Whatever happened to us back home, that won't happen to us now. We're going to be together. We're going to come together. He's seeing that part, and he's saying, look at them. They so together. But our shit happened in this country, on this soil. And it still goes on today with a lot of black people. So you would wonder, what is he talking about? Why ain't you the person that's the guy that's in front doing it, spearheading the shit for black people to go further? Why you just sit up here throwing rocks, saying we got the bad and everybody else got it good? These dudes are so mental case, man. I just hope that these people can get help, man. But we'll let it go. Let's see what he's talking about.
To mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, financially, to build. And then, obviously some of the comments, I don't mind negative comments.
Raspberries.
Okay,
blueberries.
Sometimes the negative comments.
You got dark skin too. You know that. You got the skin is thick, balls, and dark balls. So don't you forget it, Ty.
But I'll never forget that we as black culture are struggling with where we're struggling because whether we're conscious or not, we are still affected by slavery.
We can tell you still affected by slavery. You hear what he said?
That purposely and maliciously put us up against each other. As soon as a black man is about to get something, why aren't we happy for him? Why are we jealous of another man who gets engaged, about to get married? Why do we tear down?
What is he even talking about, man? Nobody do shit like that.
And accomplishments and good vibrations what people are achieving. We as black culture have came so fucking far. And
man, you gotta wish dudes like him luck, man. This nigga got a mental problem, man. I just wanted to hear what he had to say, but
and they're out there doing big.
And where I come from, he talking dumb as hell.
Prided themselves on the community. Okay? And in closing.
Yeah, close this shit out, nigga. You sound like a hoe.
Super gangster shit right now.
You got all that money, can't wait to be white Mexican. He want to be bubble. That's what we call it. Not double, we call it bubble. Man, that boy is so damn lost, man. We about to spin up this smoothie in 2 seconds.
Most of us grew up in a single mother home. Most of us, as young boys, didn't have a father at home. Our moms had to play both roles.
Now, one thing about that, bro, like Ty,
I'm adding a little peanut butter to it this time, y'all.
I was one that grew up in a single father home. Now, when my mother, I know it's a side note, but when my mom and my pops...
I bet. I wanted to hear that guy's story because most times that be intriguing. I grew up in a 2-parent household. Both my mother and father was at home, and they was black people. So all I knew was blackness. growing up. I told my wife that one of the first songs I heard was a guy named Lou Rawls, one of his Lady Love or something like that, and then a song by which I was a kid, but I knew the artist name today, named Bob Marley. We jamming. Yeah, so that was the first time I was hearing music as a kid, and I fell in love with those sounds. Now here I am as a grown up, and I do art today, but it didn't make me want to not be black. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get older, you start watching TV, you learning about the other stuff on TV, and you want to be a part of that. You want to live like them. It's like everybody have all this shit, and they got these great ass homes, and they going fishing, shopping, they going fucking hunting, all this shit. You see it on fucking TV. You want to do it too, but eventually you come to the realization that what is the other culture? Like, do I actually want to do that, or do I just want the money and what they have, and I have it for myself? So somebody like Tyrese, you would say, well, damn, you got the money. Bro, what the fuck you talking about? But some of these people, it's, man, the way they treated him as a black person, being a kid, if a girl broke your heart real bad and all that shit, you're not going to want to date a black woman no more. You know what I'm saying? If you, probably got jumped a lot of times and shit growing up, you probably don't want to have black dudes as your friend. You can understand that. But if a person say, I don't want to be black because I saw these people over here doing what they do, and I'm wondering to myself, damn, why we don't do that as a culture? Nigga, you can't speak for all the black people and what the hell going on in people's households and culture. And what if a lot of black people are doing that, but you just would not know them? You from California. These people probably do that shit in North Carolina. They probably live like that in fucking Wyoming. But that ain't your people. That's not where you're going to be. You don't be around people like that. So smack the hell out that goofy, man. So let's put this on here. We got our smoothie ready. This baby is jugged up too, right? So how I didn't want to put a lot in there, but this machine is the new machine, so might not have enough water in there, to tell you the truth. Let's put some more water in there. Because it spins kind of slow. Yo, I'm finna get into this scenario with, what's her name? Monique, because I know y'all seen that. Nobody missed that scenario right there, boy. Monique went up there and she talked her stuff. She Cat Williams 2.0, basically. She actually said her and Cat Williams sisters and brother, because she was just trying to show that she was going to be saying the same level of talking shit, and she did. She mentioned everybody who she had been mentioning over the times that was trying to play with her in Hollywood, and some people just don't play that, so that was dope what she did. This machine, I gotta hold the button because the actual spinner, it goes too slow. You hear how low that motor sounds? That's not strong enough. We need this thing to rock the fuck out. So it's cool. It'll do it. It'll cut it. But you can see that it's not really giving it a fast spin. And we want that blade to be running. We want that blade to be hitting. The other machines with these cuts, well, this the top. I don't see the cuts right now, but they a little small cuts. The cup fits inside this. But we're using the big boy today. So now I'm gonna speed this machine up and let's get it to hit. You gotta actually hold it for it to work. And you can just hear that motor rocking out now, boy. So then we're gonna talk about Monique, little monkey ass. So we gotta get that smoothie going. This that breakfast meal for me, man, to keep me up and keep me motivated throughout the day, no matter what I'm doing. Keep that strength in my chest, keep me up and strong. I threw a bunch of stuff in there. I got the strawberry activity, I got the raspberry, I got the blueberry, I got blackberry, then we threw the banana, we threw pecans, almonds, walnuts. Yeah, what else? A little cantaloupe, a little spinach. Man, I got a dang of shit in there. And I gotta let it spin out. And I want y'all to check out the other videos on this channel too, man, because we talking that shit on here. HoodFilms is the best channel in American history. I don't know where y'all been all this time, sitting over there with all them lames like they doing something. They ain't on nothing. They ain't more intellectual than me, man. They can't talk this shit like I have. I have the gift of gab. I can talk this shit for hours. I can talk everything, any subject matter you put inside this machine or this computer. I can talk it. Oh damn, you know what? I'm gonna put some ice in this shit, man. Let's put some ice in this motherfucker. Even though a lot of my actual stuff is frozen, I'm still gonna put some ice in this boy. Ice it up. Isotope. Like that. And we still let that thing spin out, right? And we can talk about your girl, Monique, man. Monique set the world on fire on Shay Shay. And shout out to the boy Shay Shay too, man. That's another example of not giving up on yourself and keeping it going, man. They got fired that guy from FS1 Sports Channel owned by Fox because he a black dude and he spoke up for himself. He checked the white man on national TV. And they don't like that in America. You're not supposed to do that shit. If your boss is white, you're supposed to just let the man talk his shit. Plus he's elderly. The guy like 75 years old. So he ain't somebody who you gonna smack the hell out of. And if you don't like him, just get away from him because you can't do shit to him. You know what I'm saying? And so the guy's a physical brute. So he can smack the fuck out that old man if he wants to. But he shouldn't. Because they ain't gonna do shit to lock your ass up. So he got away from the white guy. He got his own show now on YouTube. And I'm sure they still probably got money in it as well because, you know, that's how the game works. They're not going to let you just get away scot-free. They're going to have some kind of connection to your shit. In doing that, that allows them to make sure that they make money off you in the future. So I'm sure he probably wants some connections anyway. He also hooked up with ESPN that's owned by Disney. And he on there with Stephen A. Smith now. You know, Shannon Sharp is. So he's been great. And he's been making a lot of noise in the game. You got Cat Williams that took his show to the next level last time. And now you're sitting up there kicking it with him. And, you know, he had a few other people on there. I saw he had 21 Savage on there. But I'm not really a fan of Young Brother like that. I like some of his music, but I don't really want to know about his life like that. But when you come talk about Monique, I'm a fan. I've been watching Monique for a lot of years. And I thought she was way funny. But the way she came at all those people, hey, boy, she let their ass know. She came at them for real. I had to let it run for a minute so I could get all this shit chopped down. You know what I'm saying? So if this bothers you, I get it. Go ahead and come back at another point. But we're going to have to chop this down just a little bit longer. And so Monique went and chopped them people in half, man. She set them off. She made sure she spoke up for herself. And I like that part, man. Sometimes you speak up for yourself and it don't matter who the people are. You'll see my videos on my channel where I talk that. You speak up for yourself. You don't matter who these people are. They nobody. They ain't nobody. I don't give a fuck who they are. They've been telling me since I was 40, like, oh, you be saying this. You be saying that. You damn right I say that shit, motherfucker. I don't know why you think somebody got a hierarchy over you because they got a title or some shit. Like, what is this stuff ass shit? But that's their mind. That's their life. I'm not their boss. You do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to speak up for myself, and I don't give a damn who don't like me. So I don't want to work for you. I don't want to be your homie. I ain't trying to sit around you if I can't be myself 100%. And that goes for anybody. All right, my shit ready now. I'm about to just grab it and put this shit in the cup and then go drink it up. All right, so that was the process of that right there. Now we grab the cups. You dig? Woo-hoo-hoo. I might need one of these cups too. So these are the cups we're gonna boot. We drink out of this one right now. This one we put in the freezer. This that cup I was telling you that went to that machine. I just wanted to let you see how that went, how that looked. We're not using these no more. And then this the backup cup if there's anything left over. Smoothie activity. So we pop off the top. I try to wash it off right away so I don't have to come back to it. You know, at least get some water on it. Because all that fruit do is just dries up and it'd be hard to get that shit off of there. So y'all come over here and bring the $1 million when you do. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is take it off, unplug it. And then we got to start sweeping into one of these. My lady be having shit like these little things like this. And then they could like, y'all don't want to see that. If you do, might as well look at it. You're already watching. So we could just dog it, let the smoothie go in the cup as much as we can. It's on the thick side. I like mine on the thick side, just like the ladies. So my smoothie represent the girls. I don't like that green shit. My smoothie got to be red like the Bloods. Oh shit! Damn, I lost it all. I actually want this shit though. We had a little crash, but it all got in there though. Just a little bit on the side. Trying to wash this joint off because fruit definitely dry up quick. And when it do, it make you have to work to get that shit off of there. But yeah, so Monique snapped on them people, boy. And that's what I like about her. That these people think that they got some kind of title or something like that. And that's supposed to make them absolved from ridicule or absolved from being checked or absolved for being spoken to. You crazy? So let me get this straight. You work for white people, you wear dresses, but I'm supposed to respect you and not speak up for myself when you're around. How the fuck that's gonna work? Like, that's dumb. Tyler Perry's a clown. You know, I respect his creations and the creativity, but when you start making motherfuckers hurt and shit and sad and all that shit, and you doing too much. You're doing too much. Because the woman been in the game too long, and you see she's not gonna let up. See, that lets you know ain't no friends in her game. All the pain that lady been in those years, not to say that they gotta give a fuck, or they don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, it's like you should, because it's like, damn, you see her in the game all this time, hurting, going through her mental issues for whatever, and y'all still ain't got her back. But let that have been a white girl for some reason. Them niggas would be all over their TV shows talking about some, we helped her. We stood down when no one else was there. We made sure we came to her. I watched her dog. And I even took her dog to my office. Like, just what Oprah Winfrey would be saying if that was a white lady. So it just let you know that there ain't no love in the game. So that's why she got to speak her truth and don't have no love back. So if this embarrasses you, good. If I'm saying some shit that make you feel weird, good. And she always justify it. I said, I'm doing this for the younger women coming behind me. The people that's coming up after me. This why I'm busting these clowns out. So they can't do it to the people after me. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. Sometimes people think that you don't have a voice, but that you do. And what happened is the people that come behind you, that's the people who will look at Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and be like, I wish I would work on your project. I'm not being around your clown ass. Nigga, you wear dresses. Get the fuck on. And then all of a sudden they start losing that credential and credibility. They have to only have it by being around white people. And you know what white people want them to do. Hey, I'm dropping my dogs off. I got to go out of town. I believe that these motherfuckers are professional dog watchers for their white neighbors. That's how white people be okay with them living in their neighborhood. They don't tell them. They wait till they buy their mansion and shit, and they be sitting over there chilling. They didn't invite mom and them over. Everybody then went back home to their towns. And then white people come pop up out of a sudden like, hey, how you doing? Hi, I'm John. This is my wife, Carol. And, we see you moved in over here. Oh, look, you got a puppy. Oh, we got a puppy too. Hey, you know what? We're going to Tahiti. You mind watching our dog? And these black motherfuckers, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and their mansions, they be like, hell yeah. Jay-Z, all of them. They just can't wait to watch a person dog, watch the white people dogs. And they come around us like they so important or been doing some shit. You ain't nothing but a professional dog walker, dog watcher. Because you better not walk them people dogs around, because if something happened to their dog, your ass going to be kicked out the neighborhood. So, this is what we came up with. We double smoothie. This breakfast for today. This breakfast for tomorrow. You see what it is. All right, now, I'm going to put this in the freezer, and then we on to the next topic. Look how easy that was. Easy. Yeah, I gotta come back and get the dishes. I'm not gonna hit that up right now. But I'll get me a straw and a spoon, because you're gonna need both of these to knock this thing down. Then I get my smokes. Yeah, it's a party, man. So that's why I want to talk about them two clowns. Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry did all that damage to that lady, and now they sitting around chilling and shit in their little fancy mansions where they watch white people dogs. And they mad that old girl just won't stop talking. No matter what happened, Monique popped back out and she talking more shit. And she, every time she get an interview, she driving at their ass like, yeah, fuck y'all and how you tried to treat me. And you ain't shit for what you did. And I appreciate her for that, because you don't let nobody play you. These people too weak, man. I always knew that growing up. Like, and saying, even in college, like, these people weak as hell, man. Like, they not what they think. They going off of a thing called prestige. They thinking that if you give them a certain mental prestige, that they can treat you any kind of way, because you're going to believe that they have something that you can't get. That prestige is phony. It's not real. And if you understood prestige come from magic. Literally. What they used to call magicians back in the day. You had to have that prestige to make me think that you could make me even believe in illusion or believe in magic. So that's where it comes from. It's not even real. It's made up. It's phony. So you have to give someone prestige. They don't have it. You have to give it to them. Like, yo, you know what? Like, for instance, a university. They don't have prestige. You have to give it to them. You have to say, yo, this school is worth this, that, and the other. But if you also take that prestige, then they don't have it. If you look at the prestige that they have or say, man, fuck them. They ain't no fucking body. Get out of here. Get your weak ass school out of here. Get your goofy ass out of here. I don't care what y'all got to offer. You a clown to me. They lose the prestige. So that's the part that most people got to understand when you're giving these people more than they supposed to have. They don't deserve it. They weak. They're the softest ones. You see how she coming at Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey? They quiet as hell. Why they so quiet? Are they guilty? Why they won't do interviews? Why they won't speak their truth? Why they won't come and say something about what they was doing? Because they soft. They like to do stuff behind the scenes. They like to do stuff not being seen. Just like I am right now. Trying to get this cable to plug this in. They like to be doing stuff off camera. So you can't have a proof. There's no record. That's why she said she recorded him. Because she said what's going on, nobody gonna even know this shit happened if I don't get no reference or no proof of it. Now Tyler Perry can't deny he said what he said, because the shit is right there in the proof. And then old boy Shannon Sharp asked her, he said, well, damn, you recorded him. And she said, hell yeah. In my state, you can do that. Nigga, you from Atlanta. You can't do that in Atlanta, but we from two different motherfucking states. So shit, in my state in California, you could record a motherfucker phone call. So his ass got fucking recorded. And so people will look at that and say, she's so bitter, she's so angry, she's so ignorant. No, she ain't. She doing what the hell she want to do. What's up, everybody in the comment section, man? I see Andrew up there. I see Insane God 21 was popping. Got Unknown Freak. We got Satana Gang, Avcar, Miss D, Sweet 201, Landry. Everybody came up, girly. What it do with y'all, man? But I just wanted to let y'all know what was popping with that. Let's go into some Monique shit real quick. Let's see how she talking. She was on Tiffany Haddish head. Monique was. She not playing. Say D.L. Hughley said something about Monique. I haven't heard that.
There's some things that work better.
Let's see what he said.
Together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings.
In Puerto Rico, we call ourselves Boricua.
They gotta hit us with the commercials on YouTube.
The vibrant spirit of
Shut up.
The liar. When Monique did call me, I heard
D.L.
her
Hughley.
complaints, I listened to her, and I pulled the segment. So if I had been as dismissive as she alleges I was, that segment would have aired. It didn't, because I respected her wishes. She's a liar.
What's
You heard that? Well, he's saying she a liar. I don't even know the scenario.
And so Monique was on. Every time I see Monique these days, she's on doing some greasy ass video with her and her daddy complaining about something. or working out. I don't know nobody that work out that much and gain weight unless every crunch you do has got Captain in front of it. Apparently, she
That
goes to
nigga
Club
wild as
Shay Shay
hell.
and tells the story about
Let's
how
do
she
that
came
joke
on
twice.
working
Fuck
out. I
that.
don't know nobody that work out that much and gain weight unless every crunch you do has got Captain in front of it. But apparently, she goes to a Club Shay Shay
Every
and
crunch you do
tells
got
the
Captain in
story
front of it.
about how she came on my radio show and I wasn't there at the time. And my co-host Jasmine Sanders played a game that we played all the time with everybody called Would You Rather. She apparently was so offended by that she said she got off. She called me. Monique did, and she said I was very dismissive, like, huh? Monique's a liar. When Monique did call me, I heard her complaints. I listened to her, and I pulled the segment. So if I had been as dismissive as she alleges I was, that segment would have
Y'all
aired.
tell me if
It
that's
didn't,
true. I don't
because I
know.
respected her wishes. She's
Not
a
in a
liar.
home. I'm not in a game like that.
It's also befuddles the shit out of me how somebody who has a comedian talks as much shit about everybody else as she does. She has the merit to be offended about anything as much shit as you say about people. Then she encouraged everybody, allegedly it stems from the fact that I used to always talk shit about her, video after video, and she encouraged her sweet babies to look at the video and find them. Do that. Do exactly what she says. And you know what you're not going to find? You're not going to find any evidence of that, because Monique is a liar.
Damn, he calling her a liar, man.
But what you will find is Monique talking shit about some alleged contract dispute we had. Look at the ticket. It says D.L. Hughley, then Monique. She knows the story. But what she did in response to that, she talked about my dog, my wife. This broad even brought out my daughter's personal trauma. My daughter was, and Monique brought that shit out. And told the world that I allowed my daughter to be in front of me. The
Damn.
lying motherfucker.
Damn.
She knows she was lying. And it only stopped when everybody from my family checked her.
Wow.
It's interesting. You know what else you won't
Damn,
see?
you hear all this
Monique
shit?
doing? You won't ever see her with her family. Videos with her children or grandchildren. Because nobody, how do you have sweet babies when your own babies are with you? How do you love us for real when there's no evidence of anybody loving you for real?
That's
Except
crazy.
your daddy,
Questions,
who you
boy.
apparently have to pay. And FYI, daughters are paid for by daddies, not daddies who get paid by their daughters. You know what else you won't see Monique doing? Telling jokes.
You're going crazy on him.
If she'd have spent as much time actually writing jokes and writing her Netflix special as she did complaining about not having one, it wouldn't have been trash. It got the worst reviews of any Netflix special in history.
Don't matter. That shit was funny as hell.
Monique does. She complains and she has grievances. You never see her being a human being. You never see her being sweet and warm to people, except when she's using it to butter somebody up to get something. There's a reason why everywhere she goes, shit starts.
That's crazy.
Everywhere she goes.
Dude driving reckless. D.L. Hughley driving reckless on her, man.
Your family. How do you? Or I was on the road. Get it. I get it every goddamn week. Look at my schedule versus yours. See how much I'm going, and I still manage to have a relationship that I cherish with my children. Can you say the same? You can't.
He hitting her hard, y'all.
It's talk about your grievances and who did you wrong. There's a reason you're by yourself. There's a reason
long video, too.
To love you. It's sad. There's an old adage that says you can't buy love. It's a shame, Monique, that you probably always will have to.
I know y'all heard that. That boy threw some bricks at Monique, man. He threw some personal shots at her. He told her a lot of negative shit that I don't know if she was ready to hear, man. That was sad right there. But at the end of the day, she be throwing bricks at people and all that stuff. And it's just a lot of negativity in the black culture right now, man. All these comedians and shit, they all vying and cutting for the same shit. White acceptance. Are they going to get it? Will they get it? Probably not. And probably never. But most of them want it. And they'll cut each other down to get to it. What's up, Reload? What's up, Jessica? Yo, I appreciate y'all hitting me up and coming to the morning show and just kicking it with me. I like to talk about these subject matters that's going on around the world because it's a whole lot. And it's a lot of craziness that these people be just embarked upon. Really, really, to tell you the truth. But at the end of the day, they don't run my damn life. And I'm glad about that part. Because I'd be mad if these idiots ran anything I have to do. I could not let none of these motherfuckers be my boss. Oprah can't give me shit. These Jay-Z clowns can't give me nothing. I couldn't even fuck with these people. I'd be mad. Not that they bad people or nothing like that. It's just not my vibe. I'm a creator. I do the Dame Dash style. I like to be independent, create my own thing. I don't give a fuck about fitting in with them. going to their parties, being around them. I never did in my 20s and 30s either. And it's only because I worked at the Regal Theater, which is a theater in Chicago that had like all of the artists in it coming from around the country. So I met Dr. Dre and them when I was very young. Smoked weed with Snoop Dogg when I was 20. So you talking about that shit 30 years ago. So it wasn't after you had these experiences, it's not nothing you seeking and chasing no more. It's just something you had as an experience. It's like, okay, I know what that's like. I did that. I know what that's like. So I can see where these people don't want to really be up in these people's faces because they don't get disrespected or you know, like the gay thing happened a lot in their worlds and shit like that. I can understand where people don't want to fuck around with that. I don't understand how people do. Me as a person, I wouldn't want nobody disrespecting me and want to kick their motherfucking ass. Let's see what Club Shay got to say about what she said about Kevin Hart. What Monique said about Kevin Hart.
Something is big. It's luxurious. Shouldn't move like a monster.
Let's move past that, Mo. Let's do some great things together. Don't even worry about it.
See what Kevin Hart she talking.
I will partner with you. I'll executive produce with you. You just let me know what you want to do. Now, let me say that before we go any further because I want to make sure I give Kevin Hart his proper credit. When my family was up against the wall, Kevin Hart wrote us a check and said, here you go. We're forever grateful for that.
That's dope.
When we were able to give it back, we said, brother, we appreciate you with some interest on top because I don't ever want nobody to think me and my husband. So I want to make sure I put that out there. That brother really helped us out when we needed to be helped out. Then when he came back with, I got you. I didn't ask Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, I'll executive produce, I'll partner with you. I said, good shit, Kevin, because we're in the deal with Endemol. And we're trying to get our talk show back.
Okay.
Mo, whatever it is, I got you. Now, Kevin Hart is one of the biggest entertainers right now in the world, right? And was then. We got off the phone with Kevin Hart. We called Endemol immediately and said, Kevin Hart said, whatever we want to do, he got us. He's going to partner, executive produce. They was like, oh, this is incredible because when you put Kevin Hart's name on it, you already know what it is.
Correct.
2 weeks go by. We get a call from Endemol.
What's going on?
Endemol says, we just got a call from Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky. And Dave Becky said, Kevin doesn't want anything to do with Monique. So whatever she told y'all, he doesn't want to do anything.
Why
with
that
her,
happened?
nothing.
Third party
You know,
people.
he doesn't want any kind of relationship with Monique.
So what changed between the 2 weeks and plus he gave you a check, you gave the money back, then said he would partner with you, executive produce, whatever you need.
Bullshit happened in the game.
We got you. So what transpired, or what do you think transpired between then that 2 week period?
Well, soon as we got off the phone and they told us what Kevin's manager, David Becky, said, I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey, baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol, and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now.
I told you
said,
it's a
wait minute.
miscommunication.
Are you okay, though, with this white man
Stuff
calling
like
them
that
up?
could fix.
Getting in between our relationship.
Don't do that, Mo. Don't do that.
That's a miscommunication, and we're going to talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again.
Damn.
So that's what we're facing.
That's crazy.
When you allow somebody to come in between a relationship with a woman that you said I'm like your mother. You said I'm like.
But she crybaby status right now. That's crybaby shit right there.
That baby was saying sitting here, everything he was saying was on the up and up because when.
So what? You got to move around. It's Hollywood. Stop fronting.
Oh man, no one's saying he's lying. No one ever said I was lying. It's so easy to discount and devalue because of what we look like.
Right.
However, when it comes to Tyler Perry, I will not allow you to discount.
So you see that she really is not. That's not a gripe, if you ask me. Kevin Hart is managed by white people, so that don't mean they all know the same shit or talk to each other or have the same communications with each other. But at the end of the day, they in each other's face. So the white guy spoke to Kevin. They might have had a conversation where it led to that. I don't think she should be so emotional about those relationships and jobs and things that happen because you have to leverage your brand. And I think that a lot of times when they want to get somebody else's brand to attach to theirs and it don't work out, they get a little dismantled or dismayed. And it's understood because you want your thing to come together so you can make money. But relationships switch, and money make people switch. And you can't take it personal, not in Hollywood, because it's about show business. So it's about how do you make money from this thing. But I don't think this her brand as such as that's bad. It's just that people want their brands to last longer. She got everybody who she worked with, she got a problem with them for some reason. So that means she's on the sets a lot of times nitpicking at what can go right or wrong, because a lot of shit can go wrong on movies. And it do. Matter of fact, one of the statements that they say is the Murphy's Law. If something can go bad, it will. But it don't seem like she could live through that. She's probably at that point where she probably needs to take time away from the Hollywood world, because it's making her too mental. It's making her too mentally unable to continue. She gets in the game and she gets around these people, and then she want to control what they do, or control the people who they have around them, or make them do certain things, or make them respond to her a certain kind of way. And don't none of that shit work. That's not how nothing works. People are not going to let you dictate to them how some things should transpire, or how you should do it, especially if you're not the top person. See, she's asking people to get in line with, in tune with her, and she ain't never the top person in none of these things. So here you are, but she's got the worker bee mentality. So it's like you can create your own shit. Like what's the scare? You got a fucking Oscar, but look, they don't want to be on the outside of whiteness. And that's what she's mad at all these black people for, because she don't want to be on the outside of whiteness, and then she's throwing the black card at black people that ain't even got chances to do that shit no more. That time for them to be this super black person is past. And so she got to find, that's called soul searching is what she got to do. All these painful moments that she keep trying to accolade and collect, these just painful moments, she got to soul search and get herself out that pain, because ain't nobody gonna walk you through it. Ain't nobody gonna walk you past it. So let's see what else she got to say. She mentioned Tyler Perry.
Devalue, because that is your voice on that audio. Remember on Good Times when Penny's mother was whooping up on her, and she had recorded it? That's you on tape. So how does it go
She
from
put the Good
you saying
Times
you're
move
going to
up.
give me an apology to now I owe you an apology?
But what do you want an apology for?
What could I possibly owe you an apology for when you've admitted? See, when Lee Daniels says to me, because Cookie from the show Empire, I was offered that role. Now Taraji tore it up, baby. Listen here. However,
She was offered the role.
that. Then Felita called me back and say, baby girl, they said you're too difficult to work with. But you hear on the audio that a man told David Talbot I was difficult to work with. Do you see how that cost my family?
Yes.
And with no accountability?
Rumors.
Because, it's the great.
But she complaining when she could be her own boss.
No,
It's
you've got to be
ridiculous.
accountable for that. Oprah Winfrey, you've got to be accountable for the things you've done with my family. You've got to be accountable for that.
Is there any relationship between you and Tyler and you and Oprah currently?
No. When we have our juggernauts, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, these are our juggernauts.
They don't fuck with you. Just accept it and move on.
People that our babies say, when I grow up, I want to be that.
Yes.
I want to be like that.
Hell with them,
so
no.
We have to call those people to the mat and say, listen, what are you teaching our babies? You're feeding poison because you're showing them your private jet. I'm going to show you my mansion. I'm going to show you my fancy cars. But my character is shot and I'm bankrupt.
That don't mean that's true.
I got a lot of money.
That don't mean that's true.
It's more zeros than some of them than we can imagine. But their character, they are bankrupt.
But see, that's a personal opinion. And I'm not dissing her opinion because it's her opinion, but you dissing people who, well, I could say this to it like this. If she felt like that they crossed her, then she got the right to say what she wanted to say. But we don't have the right we don't have to exactly agree. So I don't agree with a lot of stuff that she's saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that she actually can throw these people under the bus because of her just own personal relationship with them. You have your opinion of them, but I don't think they might not be as bad as she's claiming because of how she feels. But it's her opinion, and she's entitled to it. But I do believe that those people get the right to be who the hell they want to be. And even if though it might not fit inside her understanding, that don't mean that those people can't be who they want to be. They're not bad people because they didn't do a contract with you, or they didn't do a deal with you, or a deal crashed, or somebody on their team said don't fuck with you, or somebody else whispered in their ear that you're difficult to work with. or a deal didn't go through, or some money didn't come past the way you think it should. Let's just regroup, reset, reassess, and come back at it. Come at a new way. That's really what you have to do when you're a boss. So I think that Monique is just really, she's revealing that she's been all these years just a glorified employee. And now, just like some employees, she's disgruntled. She's unhappy about the results of her job that she signed up for, to be a damn actor and to work among underneath these people's productions. And then as an Oscar winning person, this should have taught her to come in as the top person and say, I'm not working with y'all unless I'm getting the top bill, unless I got control over this part of the movie, unless my team run this. But she's not doing that. She's going in as an employee, as an actor that's working on the set. And when she get there, she turn that motherfucker into a little turmoil. And that don't mean it ain't turmoil that's already there. And they don't mean that nothing is not just affecting her and she's not doing nothing, but she's complaining too hard. She's making a big ass molehill out of nothing. At the end of a mountain out of a molehill. When at the end of the day, it's fucked up for everybody. It's bad moments, it's bad deals. And then quit putting so much emphasis in these lame ass people. Even if they are somebody of a hierarchy over you, you still a human. You still a person. So quit being spooked to these clowns. That's all for me is like, I don't get that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's sitting around here complaining. But I'm going to let this play out a little bit more while I roll up this old morning bligathon.
Those are bankrupt people. So everybody that Cat sat right here and told you about, I can't wait to see your next interviews with those people.
They ain't coming on now.
No, they ain't coming on that.
Invite them.
I have.
They got to really answer questions if they come
I've
back.
already done Steve. I have a relationship with Steve.
Do him again. Do him again. And I'm going to say this.
I'm trying to get Oprah and Tyler.
Baby, we got him. Y'all, come on, stop playing.
They ain't coming on more face to you.
You know how,
I'm rolling up some good greens, so you know I got to do what I do.
and I don't want to put you on a spot, but I'm going to say it because I appreciate you as a black man and what you're doing. If you were my friend, and someone says to me, Monique, Shannon Sharp wronged me.
She hurt deep in her heart,
You my
man.
friend?
Yeah.
I'm going to call my friend.
You can come to me.
And I'm going to say, hey, is what they saying true? And if you get to hemming and hawing, I'm going to tell you, till you fix it, you and I can't talk. Because if you'll do them that way, it'll be a matter
Everybody
of time
ain't
before
like
do it
you,
to
though.
me. So if Steve Harvey is your friend, you call your friend up and you ask him, is what our sister saying right, man?
Steve Harvey ain't
Because if
finna
it
talk
is,
about that old
we
shit.
can't
People
do
look at
to
that as
her.
old shit, man.
If
Like,
that's
that
our
happened
sister.
years ago.
See, it took a transgender named T.S. Madison.
Damn.
It was a guy named Jamaica Carter. Jamaica Carter and our mutual friend. Jamaica
Hey,
Carter and our
boy,
friend.
imagine how her brain got to be
Jamaica
with
called me
memory. And
and
she
said,
got
"Well,
to be a
you know,
dope ass
T.S.
actress
Madison,
because she remembers things that happened so fucking far down the lane. It's like, damn, she just got memories. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, what about this and this person and that person? It's like, damn, you know what? You need to replace those thoughts with God thoughts. You need to put God in all those thoughts because it's just pain. And then you think about it, it's hard to understand this. And I'm looking at it from the outside looking in. But a lot of times with pain, just being a person who's went through my own personal pains, what happened is if you might go through a pain, say whatever it is, somebody died or your car got towed, you got arrested, and then something else will happen. And then something else will happen, just life. And then you start compounding. Now all of a sudden you carrying 3 separate painful moments that all happen individually in your life, but you got them all locked down. Then some more stuff happens. Then an age group, maybe a year or 2 or 3 go by. Then some more shit happen. Now all of a sudden you carrying 4 deaths, 2 robberies, your house you had to move, the girl left you, other girl say you couldn't see your kid. Now you got about 7 goddamn issues that you will not let go of and you carrying them for years and years. Then some more huge shit happened. And now you carried that 7 and you put this one. That one newer thing could probably equivalent to all those 7, but you added on there too. That's 7 plus that's 14 altogether. You start compounding issues. So that's why coping is the most important thing to do. Coping skills, COPING. Finding a way. The internet is around now, so it's a lot of ways to grieve and help you through grieving issues. But coping and getting through things is the one component that everybody got to do eventually. You know, nobody can grieve you through things, and nobody can get you past and grieve, and everybody do their own stages and got their own timing. But when you finally get there, it's the coping skills that help you stay going. I don't think that Monique really practiced that, the coping skills of being able to, move on. She talked about the pain from her brother. I think he molested her or something, and her mother didn't care. Or it just, there's so much pain from decades. And she says she's 56 years old. So now she's carried that pain of her family to the family of these strangers in Hollywood, which really are strangers. Because you work with them, don't make them your brother. Because you have a job on the set with them, don't make them your sister. You can say that. You can even call that shit that. But that's not actually going to be that. People are still going to be who they are. Oh, if they snakish, they're going to be snakish. If they shady, they're going to be shady. So they're not going to change into this dope personality that you think they should have because y'all start calling each other brother, or because y'all have done, when I was a kid, they used to do it on TV, this blood brothers ritual, which mean they would cut them wrists in the middle, and both guys would do their hands like this when in a shake, and then that would meant that they had became blood brothers. And so you're a little kid, you can't. And then another thing they would do, if they didn't use the knife to cut it, they would just spit in their hand, and both of them would spit in their hand and then shake hands, and that would mean that they was blood brothers from that point on. This in TV as I was growing up, so that don't mean she did that with these people even to that extent. These are just people she worked with on sets, and movies are all loose. But another thing that people have to learn about the Hollywood game is that there really is no boss. It's people that can fire you, that become the people who can fire you in the scenario or on the set, but they're not your boss. They won't be a boss after you when you stop fucking with that particular production. So it's not like a hierarchy in the production. So you have to be careful how you treat people because you want to get hired again. But it's not like it's a boss situation where somebody could be like, you can't come back here, you get a severance pay and all this shit. It's not like that in Hollywood. Every man working for themselves. So people you demand respect, but you don't always get it. But you also have the right to walk away from scenarios and situations that don't make you happy and don't serve you. And I think that that's what she hasn't done enough of. So all she's been doing is just compounding pain, carrying issues, and being just this like, I wouldn't say she's difficult because I never worked around her, but this person who won't let things go. And that's what you got to do. You got to let go of the pain, man. That shit ain't going to fucking grow you none. It ain't going to take you further. It ain't going to make you better. You got to fucking let go of the pain. And one day I hope that Monique gets to the point where she can do that. So, that being said, I'm going to get up off this live and hit